Let's go. Hello, guys. Welcome to the first episode of Diversity Quota. I'm your host, Theo. Along with me is my other co-hosts, Asher.
Hey.
Kampa.
Hey, what's up?
And Brandon.
Well, go on, you blood clot.
Well, so what's good, guys?
Not much. How about you? I'm good.
What a
I'm
way to
good.
start off the first episode. Just existential crisis.
Things are good. No, things are good. Things are good. I've
Alright.
got a job working on my art. Everything's good so far.
That's
What
good.
about you guys?
I'm sat at my desk eating a tub of soft scoop fucking vanilla ice cream. So
Dude, soft scoop vanilla ice cream is...
it's fucking great. I know.
No, dude. Asher, what about you?
I'm great, me.
Sorry.
I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling, me. I've got some big things coming next year, so I'll be doing a lot of
Yeah. We'll get into that.
grind.
The grind never
So,
stops.
yeah. No, the grind never stops, so I'm just chilling now.
Yeah, we'll be getting into that later. Alright, so I guess first we gotta introduce ourselves. It's the first episode. Let's start with Asher. Let's see, what could be a good question? I guess tell us what you do, Asher.
So currently, I'm a stay-at-home dad, and I am working on becoming a musician full time. So that's what we was talking about. It being a grind at the moment.
Yeah. Go on. Anything else?
No, because I'll ramble and then we'll be fucking
Don't
it.
worry. I'll stop you when you do. I got you,
Alright.
homie.
Alright,
Let
yeah.
it rip.
But that's been exciting times because we don't get them opportunities around here all the time, and I've been able to do that. And yeah, I'm currently also homeschooling my son, and that's been an interesting journey to take on. And I'm learning a lot of things again that I've forgotten since leaving school. So it's been kind of eye-opening doing that with my son.
Oh, and you also got that event you've planned as well.
Yeah, that's gonna be sick. Like, I can't wait to talk about the events that I've got lined up.
Yeah, we'll get to like properly into it later. Kampa, what about you? Hit us with what's interesting about you.
What's interesting? That's a rough one. I mean, what is there to be? I'm 22 product visualizer, 3D artist, and occasional dancer. Yeah.
When was this?
When was this? I really be Millie rocking and everything, man. People stopped doing the whip and day back in 2016. I wake up doing that stuff, man. Like, it's that and beatboxing. Yeah. That's one of the interesting things about me.
Why are the two things that are interesting about you dancing and beatboxing? What are you, 7? You, my name Kampa. I have big friends and dragons are cool.
And I'm the fastest in my class.
I never said that shit in year 7. I did not sound like that in year 7.
None of us did.
Alright, tell us about your year 7 then.
I said when you were 7 years. Wait, did I say 7 years old? Or did I say year 7?
Did you say 7? Yeah, that's a good point. Did you say year 7?
I forgot what I said. As
No,
well.
you said 7-year-old.
Oh, in that case, yeah, I completely understand. Never mind, continue.
I don't know. I don't think every 7-year-old has a speech and impediment. Though.
Are you sure?
I hope not.
I think Theo went to a special school.
Theo is special though.
Okay, one problem. I again started streaming. Dude, it's a big green button, so my ape brain goes, let me click on that. And then I got the notification on my phone that I'm streaming.
Wait, what do you mean?
Doesn't matter, I can just
fuck.
download the start. Doesn't matter, I can just download the
What do you
start.
mean streaming?
Streaming to Twitch.
Oh,
It doesn't matter. I'll just. It's
You
5 minutes.
bastards.
Don't worry. Nobody's heard it.
Let me
I'll
check.
I'll just download it right now and then just.
Isn't Twitch full of thoughts now or something?
It is.
It's always full of thoughts. What are you talking about?
We like thoughts though.
No.
Honestly, I've max 30% of thoughts. Max 25% maybe. But I don't think most people are thoughts. And
It's
when I
a
say
segment.
when I say people, you know what I mean.
I just assume that they're a thought until the door showed they're a thought.
What? So
What?
in your what? Innocent until guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah.
Until or unless.
But
you do a-
obviously, I have mummy issues, so I'm obviously gonna view women in a very, different
Not
light. to you lot.
necessarily. You could
I think-
recognize that just because she did wrong doesn't mean oh
Nah. I recognize that, but it's kind of hard to, bro. Like,
yeah, I get what you mean.
it's ingrained into me because it was such a young age that I learned that lesson.
It'd
You
be
had
like
to
that,
learn-
bro. It'd be
Yeah,
like that.
it'd be like that when your own mum's a whore, and you can see it for that. It's hard to know because you see the way society works is you put your mother on such a pedestal, yeah, that if she falls off that pedestal, you see women in a different light. It's hard not to.
Yeah, I will say there's higher standards for women as
Yeah.
parents than there are for guys. So
Yeah,
that
it
is
just living with them is a tick box.
true.
No, I'm just saying that. Round
I mean,
here,
it's true. It's true.
round
it's true.
here, yeah. Round here, I'm a better dad than most people in Bradford,
I mean,
just
true.
because I live with my child.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that you
Never,
stayed.
never mind the fact that I teach my child or
Quick
anything
question.
like that.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I feel like you would be right if you were living in a less diverse area. But we're in Bradford, where it's like 50%
Dude,
Muslim
fucking
dads.
stop doxing us every episode.
Like, Muslim
No,
dads.
you're doxing us, bro. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
camper.
saying round where we're here, Canterbury, Great Orton. No one has dads, bro. No one has dads. So anyone who's
Camper,
just
why
in-
did you dox us?
Are we even still recording? We're not
Yes.
even. Right, never
Like
mind.
I said, I'm just gonna put the stream part in the start and just like. merge
I'm
it.
sure they could guess from his accent.
And anyway,
No,
because
mine.
it's gonna be, they're gonna know I'm from Bradford anyway when I'm releasing music and I'm saying welcome to Bradford. So I'm not bothered to know where I am at.
Oh, fair
We're
enough.
not doxing. I'm not putting my postcode. I'm not putting that in, and I'm not gonna say it now because that would be baiting it out.
Fair enough. All right, you know what?
Well,
Bradford
the
is
postcode is
still got like a few areas that are different, I guess. All right, now last one, Brandon. What about you, dog? What have you been up to lately?
Sorry.
What was so funny about that?
It was just
Not that
completely
question,
forgot
it
you
was-
existed.
Yeah, the fact that they went on a
No.
tangent and forgot about you.
God,
I didn't forget about you, Brandon.
I did. I 100% did.
All
So
right,
did
Brandon, go ahead. The spotlight is on you.
Okay, so what's the question again?
What you up to? What's Brandon all about? Huh? If you had to like sort of be like, yeah, Brandon is this.
Brandon, what is Brandon? That's a great question. I don't know, and I don't think I'll ever know the answer to that question.
That's
Fair enough.
deep.
Then what
That
does
is
Brandon do?
Brandon has a fat cock.
You know what? That's
Wait, nah,
something.
proof. We need proof.
What do you mean? I
Yeah.
mean, actually,
Yeah,
Actually,
we
there
do,
is proof.
bro.
Actually,
we
there is-
actually need proof.
there is
if
proof.
you're gonna be saying
There-
this all the
listen,
time.
Asher, there is proof. Look at the Not Safe for Work channel. His cock is actually in there. Yeah, you guys want to joke around saying, yeah, bro, proof. Motherfuckers posted this for a year.
myself signed up to here, man.
You guys did
sign
this to
up for
yourself.
that.
You guys wanted to see it. It's right there.
Ash is
No,
acting
no.
like he hasn't saved it already. Like, bro, you know.
Bruh.
Anybody that's wondering, including my parents, if they happen to be listening to this, and my
No.
girlfriend who happens to be listening to this, it's
Oh,
a picture of me in my boxer shorts.
Yes. Yes.
In which I
It is.
photoshopped his cock on.
Yes. Yeah, Theo, that's not funny, man. I don't know why you did that.
For Theo, why did you do that? You're gonna
Yeah,
get him.
man.
You're gonna get him
Because
1,000
it was
lashes for
funny.
that.
1,000 lashes. I thought 50 was the limit.
Death by 1,000 lashes. Oh boy.
But yeah, what else about Brandon that isn't about his cock?
Do you dream in color?
Is there anything else that needs to be said? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you're a university student, you know.
well, I'm in constant fear of the future. University stress weighs me down so fucking much. What else is there? I make 1,000 plans a minute, and I only manage to execute 2 of them.
Breathe and drink water.
Sometimes I don't even blink. That's true.
My eyes are burnt. Oh shit, I forgot to blink.
That's a skill set.
That actually
bro.
happened. No, dude, I've done that so many times myself.
Well, it's not about you. It's about me.
Sorry, my bad.
Shoe size 12.
You know what they say about big feet.
I already said that.
Yes.
Big shoes.
Shoe size 12, cock size 28.
Millimeters.
And I guess I'm learning how to use a slingshot.
Ooh.
Who are you training for? Who is your nemesis? Wait, why do
It's
you have a
true.
slingshot?
It's just because I want to get into archery, but I can't take a fucking bow and arrow into the park and start shooting at targets. So the next best thing is a slingshot.
No, I can picture you doing that and getting arrested. You just start, yeah, I've got a passion for archery, you know.
It even
And I'm
worse when
like-
he ends up hitting a kid.
That was his plan.
That was a
Dude,
nemesis the camp I was talking about.
Billy from down the street.
It
Brandon
was
has a
the-
12-year-old
it's-
nemesis.
it believes the world's populated, so he's shooting one kid down at a time.
Nah,
Depopulation.
Plot twist, he was actually hired by the dad.
You know what's funny about that? There's a theory, right? That you know how people say if you go back in time, obviously kill Hitler. People always say that, right? Someone said,
Yeah.
what if that means all these serial killers who kill children are going back in time to kill people who are gonna be worse?
Nah!
Yo.
Oh
Oh my god! You know,
Fuck
Brandon
me.
might be a hero. You know.
Ted Bundy was actually Spider-Man?
Oh god!
Jesus Christ, not even 20 minutes into the podcast and took a dark turn.
No, it's a thought. You don't have to
Yo,
take it
we are,
seriously.
you know, we're just bouncing off each other, you know.
True.
We just
I don't say it like that, bro. Like, bro, chill.
We
It's a
straight
vertical
bounce.
train. Let's go.
I ain't bouncing off none of you.
We recreating that anchor music video, yeah.
Jesus.
My girl said no, but the homies always got my back. Literally.
Fucking hell.
Will the homies treat you better than me? They might. You know? They might. Alright, okay. So that's enough about Brandon. Well, we didn't barely hear anything about him.
Yeah,
so
but
what about,
tell us.
what? No, we need more from him.
Fucking hell. Okay.
We
Fine.
want
Brandon, tell
your
us about your
soul.
childhood traumas.
Jesus.
Bare your soul to the podcast, mush.
Okay, says something so sweet, and then you follow it with mush.
You have the most beautiful eyes, mush. You're the reason I wake up with a smile, mush.
You've got such a lovely smile, mush. Fuck me. Anyway, I'm a big believer in being I'm a big believer that men should be showing and feeling their emotions a lot more.
Good. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
No, you're not.
I continue. I like kind later now.
So life is very short. Life is very futile, and I feel that when we try to hide, whenever we try to repress our emotions, we don't feel the present moment strong enough to remember it. So I'm a large believer in the you should feel everything in life very intensely.
Mm.
Not only is that healthy in my mind, I feel that it also leads you to living in the moment a lot more.
Yeah, I believe that you should just, whatever you're feeling, you need to feel because it's telling you something about whatever change you need to make in your life, and so that you can feel other ways. So I believe you always should feel what you feel, because if you repress it, there's this, especially in males, there's this tendency to then release this negative energy or negative feelings in a very toxic masculine way, i.e. through anger or through other means.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I disagree. I think you should hold it in for as many years as possible.
And then on the off chance there's a war, you use it in that so that you can murder as many fucking innocent people as you can.
God, that's horrible. I fully agree with what you're saying, by the way, and I think over time things are going to change, but it's going to take a lot of just mindsets being changed from the previous generation dying, or just because a lot of people, since they've grown up with that mentality, they will never let it go. Some people are so traditional in that way, so it's gonna take a lot of either therapy or just waiting for all of them to pass away for all that to end. But,
Live life like a Sigma male.
all that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, we should move on to the next topic because it's been 15 minutes. Alright, weird things about comic books. Kampa wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, this topic. You know what grinds my gears, right?
Go on. What grinds your gears?
It's the dumb stuff that comic books are doing. Like, they be acting like cops don't kill people in real life. Like, as if we don't get updates every week, like a YouTube video. So, this week's mass shooting, or this week's cop killing. And then in the comics, they'll just have the superhero kill every single henchman. Like, I mean, in the most horrible ways. And then, as soon as they come up to the main villain, they're like, you know what? He has feelings, you know? He sorted all his henchmen. Like, in fact, they had more feelings because they were trying to pay off their rent.
Yeah, they were going through a hard time. They were given orders. They had no choice.
God. And there's also this thing I was talking to Theo about. Was he saying Batman?
Oh yeah.
The dumb thing about Batman.
Yeah,
I'll let you go ahead and say it.
Yeah, because basically we were talking about like the justice system, how fucked it is, and he was like, "Dude, Joker fucking does all this fucked up shit. Like, why doesn't he just shoot him?" And then like I told him, like, do you know why? Like, what was it again? I think it was like, do you know why Batman doesn't kill? Do you guys know why?
No.
Because at the start he did. He straight up, he'd get a nemesis. He'd fucking basically be like, "All right, I'm gonna figure out who this person is, and when he finds him, right, he just shoots him. Every fucking week, he would kill another fucking villain. The writers got so fucking sick of always creating a new villain every week because he'd always shoot him down. So he was like, "All right, you know what? Batman's not allowed to kill. All right, I don't wanna be spending a month thinking of a villain only for him to get Glock 19 in the next issue. I am tired of putting so much effort." So they were like, "Okay, Batman has a rule: he can't kill because that's how his parents died." Because of that,
He died by dying.
they died by guns, so he will not use a gun. In fact, they've even made it into like a central part of his character, because in some of the issues, you know his bat symbol? It's actually made from the metal that was melted from the gun that was used to kill his parents.
That is way too edgelord.
It is, but it's also kind of cool.
I mean, but then you're keeping.
It's always
like
these
a
children
reminder
with.
to not
It's always children. Why is it always children that are abandoned in some ways that become the heroes? That's what I never understood.
Because
Like
actually makes sense.
Batman, his family have been ripped away from him. In
Spider-Man.
in Spider-Man, he loses his parents and then he loses Uncle Ben.
Yeah, when he was 15.
And then in fucking Daredevil, he loses his fucking dad. Why do they
And his
always have to
eyesight.
make it people with complete utter issues?
No, but
Why can't an ordinary person
No, but do you know
that's
why,
never
Asher?
been through anything?
Asher, do you know why? Because
Why?
when kids get abandoned, they become heroes. When adults get abandoned, they become supervillains. I mean, think about it. Joker was an adult when he was abandoned by everyone, and he became Joker. Or like Doc Ock, he was abandoned by his colleagues. He became Doc Ock. So if you get abandoned when you're an adult, you're a fucking supervillain. But if you were a kid, you're still pure of heart.
I don't know. I just feel like if you had nothing going on in your life, you know, why does it have to have such a dark backstory to make him a hero?
Yeah.
I just don't understand it. Like a lot of people who have fucked up childhoods don't become very good people.
Actually, this one's sort of traumatic, sort of thingy, but basically he was just like an orphan. But Billy Batson, he kind of has mostly like a positive thingy, because he just goes from house to house trying to find his real parents. But then he kind of just becomes Shazam and just kind of becomes an adult in a kid's body, literally.
I just like to see a hero that has a mom, a dad that's that is alive. They haven't gone through no traumatic experience, and they're just a hero because I mean, it would reflect a little bit of reality because fucked up people sometimes do fucked up things. They're not always heroes.
Yeah, I think there are a couple of heroes like that don't exactly have a traumatic histories, but they just kind of become like boring. That's the problem. Because it's like, who the fuck wants to hear about Jerry who just decided to somehow fly and save people? Versus
I do, because I'm sick of.
I'm boring.
I'm sick of Batman with mummy and daddy issues. Like, I'm over it. We get it. Your mum and dad got shot, but you still had money.
Yeah. Plus, I was saying to Theo that Batman could have saved half the people in that city just by creating jobs and infrastructure.
Oh yeah,
instead of running in a bat suit,
punching mentally ill people. Yeah, he could have just
it's like Iron Man. It's like, but why did you make an iron suit? You could have just used all that money that you've got and fucking done something with that. Or you could have used your technology and fucking spread it to places like third world countries and improved them. But no, you decided to make a big weapon suit that could be used against you at a later date. Someone could take the mods for that. And, because he wanted to showboat. That's what Batman and fucking Iron Man are, just showboaters, bro.
Yeah, but actually, you have a point.
Look at me with my money and my secret identity.
No, actually, you have a point, because Iron Man could have just go on.
He chose to play a fucking dress up rather than actually saving the world.
Literally,
yeah, that's what I mean.
No, you're not wrong.
Both of them playing dress up. Reliving their childhood.
No, but not only that, Batman's parents were actually creating infrastructure.
Yeah, they were.
Jobs and getting rid of corruption, which is why they were killed. But
Bruce Wayne just fucked up. He let the family down. you know, because he had this repressed trauma from childhood, and he relived it by fucking playing dress up. Same with basically what fucking Tony Stark was doing, playing dress up instead of fucking doing something.
Yeah, but Tony
Oh.
Stark had a drinking problem. That was his sort of flaw in the comics. He would just always
Yeah.
get drunk and think he never really thought about his actions. He was always just too busy being drunk to think about his actual actions. But you're right about like he could have created jobs, because why create robots that create more robots when he could just hire like people to make those robots for him? And better the economy. I mean, he wouldn't even have to stop making Iron Man suits. He could just get the people to do it. In fact, they might even pitch in better ideas.
Really, Batman and Tony Stark are not heroes. They're just, you know, two
They're
rich
the real
boys
villains.
playing dress up, and you know, they cost a lot of their city's damage, you know, by, you know, creating unwanted, you know, attention to the city by them being present in that city. Do you know how much they must cost the city with their damage fighting crime? Are they really fighting crime?
Or they're fighting the city.
Are destroying the city in attempt for their egos? You know.
Yeah, I mean,
Food for thought.
plus
No,
I feel like they use mental health issues in a way that it's like, is this really good? Like, you're trying to bring awareness to mental health issues, but instead of fixing their problems, the characters just decided to go and beat up people.
Yeah. Speaking of superhero characters with mental health issues, none of them do it as best as Moon Knight.
Oh, what does he do?
Dude, he's basically he's like 4 people in one. He's got like split personality due to like some Egyptian god who basically like is a moon god, and he kind of gone to him, and he's got like 4 of the personalities that all have like different, and he's got mental health issues. He's super hard to love. He's super difficult, but he's also the type of guy that like, if there's a solution, if there's a problem, he'll pick like basically the first thing that comes to his mind, and it always works out.
Okay.
I think
Dude, like
Spider-Man's
once he
got
was gonna
split
fight,
personality.
once he was gonna fight Taskmaster. You know what he does? Instead of fighting him, he just like lands his plane straight on him, skipping the entire fight. Just crushes it with his Moon Knight ship.
Bruh, but the robot, what do you think about dumb superhero things? Hello?
Well, go on.
What did you think about
Yeah.
something dumb that superhero characters do?
About like
and
the
all that?
comics, yeah. What's
Yeah,
super dumb?
movies, comics, all of it.
I guess give me that question.
Yeah,
I don't
Yeah.
read fucking comic books. What are you talking
yeah.
about?
at
But
least
you
know
see
about
some of the
superheroes.
movies, right? You know about superheroes and all of them, right?
Yeah, I do.
And what do you think is stupid about him?
It's the fact that like, they could never exist in real life in my eyes.
I think they could. They would just get killed immediately.
Yeah.
I just, you know, I just like to say my favorite hero's the Hulk.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. There's something about it. There's something about him. I feel like, you know, it's like this, the idea of duality of man. It's like why, like, it's basically Jekyll and Hyde, the Hulk, basically. If you look at it, it's no different to Jekyll and Hyde. It does really explore the duality of man, because the Hulk and Bruce Banner could not be any different from one another, and I quite like that. And they have to work together to be a hero, because when Bruce isn't working with Hulk, Hulk isn't a hero, and I quite like that. That you have to, you know, be at one with yourself. That's what I like about Hulk. But people just look at it as a surface thing, and think it's just about destruction. And, you know, if they actually read it and the actual themes that it's exploring, it's a lot deeper than just it turns into a green monster.
Yeah. Plus, wasn't it a personification of his inner feelings about his abusive father?
Yeah.
That's what it is in the movie, yeah. No, but
No,
actually,
in the comics
right.
as well.
Oh, okay.
Like,
no, actually,
every
100%
part,
right.
yeah.
Because I remember I
every
read one.
part, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, sorry, you go ahead. Sorry.
No, you first. I insist.
I was gonna say because there was a comic panel where every time he was transforming into the Hulk, in his head it was him as a kid trying to fight back against his dad, and it was
Yeah.
like, bruh, this is just sad.
But I just he's always just been my favorite hero out of the lot. But for that reason, that it takes a lot for him to work with his duality to be a hero.
Yeah.
Whereas you don't get that exploration of the duality of Iron Man or or your Captain America. You kind of get it with Spider-Man in the origins of Spider-Man, where
even
at
throughout.
first when he gets his powers at first and he uses it for wrestling.
No, he always does. Like with Spider-Man, he always goes through it because he's like, because that's the whole point of his thing. He always gets hurt for doing the right thing. That's the whole point.
So you see the duality a lot more, and I feel like characters, superheroes where that duality is present are just a lot more relatable. They're a lot more human, and that's what I've kind of liked about Marvel comics, is that they're really good at creating someone who is a flawed character, that's almost human, because you can see the heroic, you can relate more to the heroic qualities that they have, because they're not invincible. They're not
like the
invincible.
Oh, but yeah, a perfect segue into this, because Spider-Man and the Hulk. But in one issue that I read ages ago, there was a bit when Spider-Man became Hulk. And then, like, afterwards, he basically went to the Hulk, and he kind of basically, he had some gamma radiation from him or something, and he became the Hulk for a bit. And then he goes and transfers it back to Hulk, and like when the Hulk, turns into the Hulk, he stays with them, and he's like, Puny Parker, why you stay? And he's like, dude, I never realized how lonely it must be for you. When you become a monster, everybody runs away from you. Like, because he realized how lonely he must have felt every time, like, every time he turned into the Hulk, everybody run away from him. He'd just be isolated and alone. And
do you know what I think is stupid about superheroes is the way that the wider Hollywood treats it as like, it's like some people saying it's the end of cinema, and it's like, because they're not really buying into the stories. Like, there is a lot of comic books with really great cinematic stories, like proper, like Joker, the Joker film that they released recently, and they explore mental health. Like, it's a great thriller. It just happens to be about a superhero, and I really feel like superheroes are actually challenging the cinematic industry at the the
and also Joker's not technically a superhero; he's a villain.
Yeah, he's a super villain. but you know what I'm saying is that whole superhero movie industry is getting painted like it's just an amusement park, and it's not. It's not. There's
I'll talk about that, because there are great issues like Watchmen, like The Sandman, and all that. They're like fantastical stories. They're just not being I think recently Sandman got a trailer, so it's going to turn to a Netflix thing. But yeah, we need to go to the third topic because we're behind on time.
All right.
You make your last point, Ashley.
So I was just going to say that there's a lot of stories that are coming out, especially now we're getting quite into the MCU and with DC, that we're going to see some of these more cinematic stories, some of these really artistic stories come about, and I love to see it and challenge what these old cinematic people like.
Yeah. All right, so now final bit. What are y'all's plans for the future? after superhero, like a big chunk of just superheroes, let's take it down a notch back to humans. Asher,
I'll let Brandon go first. Actually,
yeah, let's go the other way. Brandon, what's your future looking like? If you had a,
my future's looking good. I'm planning on going to work. Investing my money wisely. opening some sort of shop in the future, and just most of the money from that will just go into investments, and hopefully I'll be able to retire by the time I'm 50. On top of that, I'm going to be learning various skills on the way, like recreation, slingshotting, archery, skateboarding. I just want to experience and learn so many skills in life that I can then pass on to my children. And then, hopefully it'll be the start of a dynasty.
Damn.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's actually
bro.
sick.
How are we
Like-
supposed to top that?
Yeah, we
gave
should have
us-
gone back to Ash, back to Brandon, bro. What
Yeah,
is
he
it?
gave us a
Unfair.
whole Captain America speech. Bro.
Right. So
All right,
then.
Campa, what's your future looking like?
Oh, I thought we were going for Asher first.
No,
No, I was
Uh,
gonna say
the reverse
you.
order.
Well, since starting work, I noticed there's far more avenues of creativity that I can kind of reach out to now. Because I realize a lot of these artistic, technical jobs like games and all that, most of it, the hardest part is getting in. And 90% of the knowledge is online, and then the rest is going to be you asking co-workers and stuff. So my plan is to learn as much as I possibly can at work, find new work positions in a different city, or start my own 3D rendering company eventually once I feel like I have the skills to do so, with a friend or whoever is up for it, I guess.
Cough, cough.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of my plan. I don't know how well that's gonna go, but
Yeah,
yeah,
the future.
we'll see. I'll see you in 5 years.
All right, Asher, what about you?
I thought we were going reverse order. So
did.
Theo, bro. Theo,
What do you mean?
I want to know what do you have planned, bro? I'll go last.
Hopefully living. I guess I don't really have much of a plan. Wherever the wind takes me, I guess.
And where's the wind taking you currently?
To a new game, I guess. That I'm probably gonna ban in like a week, but we'll see how far it goes.
What game is that?
Some fucking cyberpunk shit. It's not cyberpunk, but more like synthwave inspired, like third-person game.
And is there
the
any other
characters-
things?
I don't have a name for it. I don't think I'm gonna have a name for it until like the last sort of like, at least until like the earliest, probably like when I'm done with the script.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Aside from that, like I guess skits with you guys. Whenever Brandon comes back, we can make more skits.
Yeah.
Now I don't have enough people, right? Because Campbell's definitely making skits, but Saf has to go early because he's only meets up for a meetup for an hour and a half. Kane Moore, he's great, but he also he doesn't like coming out as much. So aside from like Campbell, who's definitely gonna think, and Hassan, I guess, I don't really have that many people to work with.
I'll
Actually, we have
jump
to
on
go
a
to your
skip.
house, yeah. Which again, I don't mind, but it's like I need like a sort of, I need to know what your house looks like to sort of just see what I could. I mean, I guess like one day we could just go on, but the thing is, you don't know
Yeah.
Hassan. Actually, I could just make one with you and Ash, you and Campbell.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, that's basically where the wind's taking me, I guess. What about you, Asher? Where's the wind taking you?
So the wind at the moment is taking me, like Brandon. I'm not really sure. I've got a few little avenues that I'm exploring. I've been this year focusing on doing a lot of learning, improving my musical skills, and my graphic skills, and seeing where I can get them to take me. I'm looking to be. I already have a kid, so I'm looking to start to make money off this music and really see where this music can take me. And I'm really excited for what that's holding because I've got a lot of shows next year that I'll be doing. And it's really now like time for me to start making money that I can invest back into the music. So I've got to a point where I can explore new business opportunities that I can invest my money so that I've got money for my child, so that work is basically an option for him. Like he'll have money. Money will never be a worry for him. Like it has been for me. and hopefully soon I want to give him a sibling. That's my hopes for the future is, having another child.
That's good. Although one thing I would say probably don't have him too reliant on like having money, because he wanted to kind of be his own man as well. But if he has the sort of sense like
Yeah.
money is always there, he's gonna kind of grow up in the sense of like, oh, it doesn't matter. My dad will just make the money.
I know there's that.
You have to
but
get like
for
the right
me,
balance of him having the money he needs, but also him having
yeah.
the responsibility to kind of be like, oh, I don't have enough money. I can just work. I can. Make
For
money.
me, I want it to be that I have the money, but he doesn't have to do something because he financially has a responsibility. He's doing something out of enjoyment. I want him to enjoy his life and not have the pressures of what I've had.
What you could do is sort of like what American parents do, where it's like if you do chores, you get more money. So this way, he sort of has that sort of, if I work, my work equates to money.
Yeah, that's
that
what I
way-
mean. But
yeah,
I need
exactly.
to be
You wanna
in a
do that, yeah.
position,
Where you can give him
in
the
a
money,
position where I've got money
yeah.
that I can give him it, or like I'll be able to pay to like, or let's say he was interested in being a zoologist or something like that. He wouldn't have to worry about getting a uni loan because dad's got money. He can go to uni without ever even worrying about having to take that financial risk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
They're still wanting to work. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. I thought you meant like, oh yes, father with bottomless. He'll be my Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
I just hope I don't get shot.
I want generational wealth so that he can have an advantage that I didn't have, basically.
Can I just say one thing, right? Sorry. When it comes to generational wealth, a lot of people talk about that, but they hate seeing rich kids. They hate them. Like,
It's because
the kids
they don't
just
raise them right.
exist.
They just give them money, and that's what I'm scared of.
No,
actually
even
doing.
if they're raised right, just seeing them walk out of their Lamborghini while you're doing a 9 to 5, it hits people the wrong way.
It depends.
No matter how good the kid is.
No, sometimes I've met a couple of rich kids that are like decent human beings. They're like, yeah, they've got money, but at least they're not like showing it off every chance they get. Like, yeah, they might have a fancy watch, but they're not like, oh look, they'll just be like, oh yeah, got a new watch. Well, I don't know. My dad
Yeah, but
wanted
the
to buy it
people
for me,
get offended by that.
Some people get offended, yeah, but I think that like if a guy's decent enough, even if he's rich or poor, it doesn't matter as long as he's a decent person. Because you can still have you can have a rich, nice guy, but you can also have a poor a-hole who's just a prick to you no matter what. I don't think anybody likes that either. It's like, oh, because you're poor, it's fine, I like you. Like, no, you're a prick. Just, that's it, you're a prick.
Mm.
For me, it's down to the person.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, I think some people hate on success.
Yeah,
And
100%.
For me, I couldn't hate on success. Like, yeah, success. I just want to see success for me now. Do you know what I mean? I asked what someone else has got going on. I want to make an opportunity. So, like I say, if my son or my grandson or whatever wanted to go into a business, I've got the money to invest in their business, so they won't even have to go to a bank. Like, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Well, I mean, you don't want them to. I'm hoping you probably mean this as well. Like, you're gonna be critical of their idea as well. You're not just gonna invest.
Oh yeah. No, they'd have to come with a proper business plan. They'd have had to do business studies first.
That's good. Yeah, as long as you have that sort of like, yeah, they're not gonna be like, oh, I want to make toast in showers, like a toaster that's waterproof. Yeah, how many kids are you gonna kill before you figure out the formula?
I would absolutely buy that shit, man. Because honestly,
wouldn't that save lives?
It would.
The amount of times.
That's probably actually a brilliant idea.
Never mind. I here's me trying to say something stupid instead being a genius. What the fuck?
The amount of times that I want to some fucking toast in the shower is far too many. And I'm not even memeing. The amount of times Shower toast is the best. No one can change my mind on that.
God, you sound like those TV advert people who have issues that no one else has.
I agree. You know, if I have a bath, I like something to eat, something to drink. You know, I just think
You guys showering and having a fucking
underrated.
buffet, man. It's just a shower.
Fucking
You know,
hungry, dude. Right? Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. I want to wash and eat.
Yeah. You stay in your lane.
And we'll
I
stay
will
in
stay in our
ours.
lane. Exactly.
No, but Brandon, the Campa mentioning the fucking ads, it's like, I want to have toast while I'm having my shower, but I keep killing myself because the toaster keeps electrocuting me and the water I'm in. If only if there was an easy technique that would allow me to enjoy toast without killing myself.
And then you could what did they call it when you where you push for legislation? What do they call it? They call it something. It's gonna lobby. You could lobby to make it that legislation that all fucking toasters are waterproof.
Toaster must be waterproof, or else
you could lobby. You could lobby that it would be illegal to not have waterproof toasters, and then no one would be able to electrocute themselves with toasters.
Saving
That's
lives.
actually kind of smart, yeah.
Damn it!
Saving,
Bill it to the
Yeah.
NHS.
so you know we're saving lives here.
Dude,
Now we just need someone who has the technical know-how to make a waterproof.
Unfortunately, I do as well.
And then what would you
toaster.
do then? You'd just be the salesman going door to door?
The
To
branding,
be honest, the
brand.
best part about a waterproof toast is also the fact that it'll also warm up the fucking shower as well.
Yeah.
How about you just make waterproof bread?
I mean, yeah, you can. It's just
That'd be cool. That'd be cool too because
that
no
is
one
not a
likes
cool
wet
idea because
breads.
anything that is waterproof, you should not eat. That's just a hazard. While I see where you're coming from, that's a stupid idea. It's like, yo, I want to have glow in the dark bread. Like, that's still just as stupid.
Oh, bad idea.
What do you mean?
I wanna take some like fucking glow in the dark shits every now and again. So at nighttime, when it's really dark,
In the
I can see
bathroom.
what I'm doing. It's like
Yeah,
a glow
exactly.
stick all the
Oh
time.
my, can you imagine you're just like taking a shit, like you're like, I can't see, wait. Oh, okay, there we go. I could
And
see.
that could be classed as eco-friendly,
Dude.
you know, because your shit, you're using your shit is biodegradable, and it's also a light.
It's a renewable light source.
Yes, you know, it's another brilliant idea.
It's like,
You
why
know,
does this
glow in the
country
dark
smell
food.
so bad?
But it's so bright.
Because
Dude,
yeah,
it'd be
we
even
could
worse
choose.
because if you do that, it'd be harder to hide the fact that you shit your pants because you just look like it's uranium in your ass. It's glowing
wait,
24/7.
but then it would be doing a public service because who wants to really sit next to someone who's shot themselves? We've all been there. We've all been there where
you
we
would if
thought
the rooms are dark.
someone-
It's like, I can't
someone-
see shit. Oh, that guy shot
You
himself.
know.
He's lighting up the entire room. Yeah, let's follow him.
yeah, we can get away from that person because I've smelled some questionable things from people, and I've always wondered if they shot themselves or something, and I would just know by the uranium glow of their eye.
That man is radioactive.
I'm breathing it.
Oh no! The chemicals. Oh god.
I swear.
The death sentence.
So you know what? That's two ideas Brandon's come up with that are gonna change the world. Waterproof toasters and
Glow in the
ura-
dark toaster.
yeah, glow in the dark shit.
A simple solution to the first problem is just to leave the toaster outside the shower. You don't need to be making the toast inside the fucking shower.
No, I'm talking about the ones that want to make it inside the shower. It wouldn't be that hard to be honest. You just
the
need,
advert told me that I could eat it in the shower.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to do, or else it's false advertisement.
exactly.
You know what I mean? And also, you know, you'd be saving electric too because, you know, just have a shit and you can use that to light the house up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could
like,
see how you could make it. You know, like those I forgot what they call it. I think like panini makers or something, but like for sandwiches.
It's in a glass jar.
Oh, no. Dude,
Like a
do not say
lantern.
inside a glass jar. I will always get PTSD to what that brony did.
Ooh, you know what I could do with a toaster right now, man.
Honestly,
Yeah.
same. I'm in the mood to have a sandwich at least.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't used the toaster in 8 years, and I don't think I ever will use one ever.
I've got a toasting machine, and it gets the pattern with that is, yeah, you know, when I can't be asked, it gets used every day for a few weeks, and then for months it just sits up somewhere and does not get used until the next time it gets overused.
Who actually has a George Foreman machine?
What?
You're the
A griller.
griller.
Grill, yeah.
Yes.
That's what I'm going for next.
I think
because
that's what I was
really
thinking
want to, because I want to grill fish and chicken.
Never mind.
It's just better, you know, for like peri peri. If you do peri peri chicken and stuff, it's just so much better using a foreman.
That reminds me, I got a question about like the grilling shit. Like, you know, grilling peri peri, would you have the same effect just having like an air fryer?
I don't
What can
I
air
don't
fryers
think
do?
it would. Air fryers cook a lot of things, but it's like it varies. Like I wouldn't use it to make peri chicken. I'd use an oven, a normal oven for peri peri chicken, or yeah, a grill. A grill's best because you can keep pasting it in your peri peri marinade, you know, as it's cooking, and
What about
that
fish
makes
cakes?
it more. Fish cakes.
Fish sticks.
Yeah,
Fish
either
sticks.
works.
Yeah, that'll work for air
You like
fryer.
fish sticks?
You like fish sticks?
Yeah, that'd
What
work
the
for
fucking
air.
gay fish?
Chicken, like an air fryer's good for things like frozen foods. So like your frozen chicken burgers and your frozen
Fair enough.
beef
yeah.
burgers and chips and
Fair enough.
chicken
yeah.
nuggets, all that kind of shit.
Yeah, cause I wanted to buy an air fryer. Like I was thinking of convincing my mom to buy one. Cause I was like, Mom, we can enjoy chips once again if you just chips. If you
Yeah,
fucking
it's
go.
healthier. It's healthier to
Yeah,
do.
you don't have to waste so much oil.
And
That's the problem she
also,
kept having. She was like, "Oh, I do. Every time I make one of these, it always wastes so much oil."
and I'm
Some
pretty
of 'em-
sure there's
Yeah.
there's a way of doing pakoras
I don't
and
know.
samosas. I'm pretty sure there is a way.
But pakoras, I don't know if that would work with air fryers because if you've ever had them, they're like when you make them at first they're liquidy. So
Yeah, I know.
unless you have to like
but
clean up
I'm
the
pretty
fucking air
sure-
fryer, then
Yeah. I think it's effort, but I'm pretty sure there is a way. I mean, if you look online, there's probably a way of doing it.
Probably like maybe like tinfoil, I guess, at the bottom.
Yeah.
But it's much better with thingy because you can see them float.
The important thing about using a grill is also like if you're using a flame grill, then you get that nice sort of
Sizzling sound.
smoky flavor
Ooh,
on top of
Yeah,
the chicken with the
that
peri.
is so ideal for peri, or even jerk chicken. Jerk chicken is so much better on the grill than in your oven. Like I'm getting a jerk pan before I get a foreman, because a foreman's not a flame. It's like you can get like a portable kitchen one, and that's the one I get. It grills your meat, and grilled meat is always better.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I am getting a jerk pan because there's nothing better than tasting fire on your food.
Oh,
There's nothing better.
You sound like a Prometheus or something.
No, but I'm just saying that it just adds the smoke. Just adds a flavor to the jerk that is like you just can't be compact. Like that is the way jerk's supposed to be done.
A quick
On
question.
fire.
Have you ever seen the chicken being jerked before?
Cap, why do you phrase it like that?
I mean,
Yo, you ever seen chicken get jerked?
I've seen a lot of jerked chicken, but I've never seen someone cooking it. Like I've never seen the chicken get jerked.
I have. I've seen it.
Describe it.
Like I've seen it being cooked on grill, and I've seen the preparation before.
That's
Like
why I do.
it's a lot of there's a lot of care to do with jerk. Even the way you're
jerk it with one
cleaning
hand or
it,
two?
even like cleaning the chicken beforehand, you have to have it in lemon, like lemon slices, a bit of lemon juice, lime, vinegar, and you have to let it sit in that to withdraw any of the blood in the chicken first before you even marinate it. So that's a process, and they say to leave it for as long as possible in that thing, so a good 4 to 8 hours, and then marinate it for 24 to 48 hours for all the flavors to permeate inside the meat. It's a long process to make really good jerk chicken. And a lot of people don't know that. People think you just stick the marinade on and put it on the grill. You won't get the best jerk chicken from that.
Exactly,
It's the
man.
care.
Egg jerk.
It's the care before that.
Yeah.
If you make proper jerk, it'll take you 3 days because you have to clean the meat beforehand, let it marinate, and then cook it.
Actually, I don't know why the way you said that, it just sounded like before you make the meat, you gotta have some foreplay with the way. Oh god, I'm gonna.
Yeah. This
It's
is what
just
I imagine girls do with uncircumcised guys.
You gotta tenderize the meat.
but you basically there's a
gotta
lot of
beat it.
care involved
You
with
gotta
it.
beat it properly and evenly.
But the rule
Make
of
sure
thumb
the
is
spice
the
gets
longer
everywhere.
the longer you leave your meat in the spice, the better it will taste. Basically,
Yeah, I know, because my mom does that. She leaves it like the entire night.
yeah. It's just better even with like when you're making curry. Even when you're making curry, it's best to let your meat sit in some spices separately to when you're making your curry sauce.
All I'm
Because if
saying
it's
is,
already seasoned, it's better.
all I'm saying is, I feel bad for anybody listening to this podcast right now, hungry. They're just gonna come in and be like, there's a new podcast. Oh, let's listen to this. And like at the end, they're like, I want food.
Well, this is the diversity quota. There was going to get tips about food, like what was they
Seasoning it.
expecting? You know what I mean? We're trying to teach them
We're
how
gonna
to
teach them
season
how
their
to do their
food.
taxes next.
We're gonna teach them. We gotta teach them that there's more than just salt and pepper. You know.
Yeah, but with the diversity quote, I'm pretty sure we have at least I hope we'll have a diverse sort of fucking fan base.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying the man them there that just put a bit of salt or pepper on and think they're,
Gordon
they're
Ramsay.
doing bits. We're just telling them, nah, mate, there's more to that. Get some turmeric in there, you know what I mean? Get a bit of paprika, get a bit of get a bit of bay leaves going on in there. You know what I'm saying? Bit of cinnamon.
You know what? I'm gonna end the podcast right now so we can go down and eat.
Coriander. You need to get that shit in there, bro. You know, don't just come with me with salt and pepper and think everything's dandy and fine, bro. Because I need them 11 secret herbs and spices in my life. You know what I mean?
Exactly, man. You'll get peppered if you get salt if you do.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
How hungry are we, lads?
I'm really
I'm hungry
hungry.
for success. I've always been
a grind, said
I
Gator.
really want to start a fucking business like no memes.
saying
Same.
well, not a business. I would
Yeah,
have
me
something
too.
art related, but there's so many people doing it. Ugh.
I just want to make money, bro. That's all I want, really.
I just
How
want to
do you
make
do
money
it?
from art. I just want to make money from being creative. I don't want to
just
have to
give
go
me the
to.
money. Why do I have to work for it, man?
Yeah.
Why
Ridiculous.
can't we just have some billionaire sugar daddy just give us money?
I mean,
I'm tempted.
I mean, if there's any billionaire
send
sugar
some
daddies
feet
willing to
for
have us
us.
as a sugar babies, I mean,
Elon Musk
Yeah,
did just
at
did
least
to
with
his
some-
wife.
At least some women actually have that option open, you know.
yeah,
If
that's
all
true.
else fails in life, they can take a few photos of their feet and they're set for life.
Yeah.
We don't really have that as guys.
And
we
and
don't.
then they'll
Have you
talk about
tried
how
it?
we have it easy.
Your hypothesis may be wrong here.
I mean, I don't know anyone who's a guy who's making
I know
any
one,
kind
but
of
like
money.
I know one, but I'm pretty sure it's like lying because there's no way that there's a market for men's feet.
Oh, there is.
Unless it's like a
After
meme.
this, you make it sound like there are no gay men.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, it's a fucking market for gay men's feet.
You know what? Never mind then. I guess I need to invest in
I
feet.
might start getting
feet.
some pedicures then, you know, and
Yeah, say I
start
might make my
improving my
presentable for
feet
once.
for some feet photos.
Dude, it'd be even worse because I can imagine if my girlfriend saw my feet like that, she'd be like, "Why are you getting fucking manicured, huh? What are you fucking?" Oh,
Hey, it doesn't have to be manicured. Some people like it rough. I'm
oh,
kidding.
ooh.
But man,
Jesus.
no, you're using the wrong
now I'm no longer
terminology,
hungry.
bro. It's a pedicure. It's a pedicure because pedi is feet, mani is hand.
Oh,
Manicure,
You tell the
pedicure.
measure.
Yeah,
Yes,
get your
queen.
shit right.
Slay,
I
sister.
didn't do hairdressing to not use my knowledge in the hair and beauty sector.
Didn't they
I
kick
picked
you
up
out?
quite a
Teach
few
them,
shit.
men.
No,
Period.
I didn't get kicked out of the academy. They was willing to look for another place for me. Just the guy just wanted to have free labor and didn't want an apprentice. And when he found out he had to cough up money, he was like, nah. And I was just like, I thought, nah, I don't want to work this hard and get told by another hairdresser, nah, we don't want to pay you. Do you know what I mean? But the
Yeah,
academy,
how dare you, right? Ask for money for your hard work.
but the
How
academy
dare you
wanted
get
me.
paid?
The academy wanted me to continue. They thought I'd have been a great barber, but yeah, it is what it is.
You can practice on
would,
Brandon. He's got a good afro. You can practice on.
No,
Yeah.
no, I want Brandon to grow that fro out me. I like his fro.
Well, you can at least style it a little.
I've got it like
Yeah.
fucking cleaned up, so now it looks a bit better.
Alright, show us a picture
Yeah,
of it, Brandon. Let's see.
Sure.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, I like his fro. You see, you know, I think he needs
hair's
to
doing
just
my
keep
fro.
growing it, and then you need to get them disco kind of glasses, and you can be disco stew, bro.
Dude, that reminds me of like when me and Brandon were in Comic-Con and I made him wear my fucking disco afro.
Bro.
And the weirdest part is he actually looked good in them.
Alright, I'll be right back.
The thing is, right? I think would work for him if he relaxed it and went for a man bun. That would work for him.
Mm,
Oh, I'd advise against
same.
relaxation.
I don't think it
though.
would work on him.
What?
I
Why
don't-
not? Why not?
No,
If,
no,
if
no.
he has the right clothing on,
No.
it works.
If he's relaxing his head, then you fucking relax yours.
I
too.
can't. Mine will take a year to get that long.
So,
So, so do it then, bro.
yeah.
Do it. If you're
Yeah.
expecting him to relax his hair, you
I'm
relax
not
yours.
expecting
And
him, I'm saying it might work.
yo. If he relaxes his hair, you relax yours, and you both dye it blonde.
You know what? If he does it, I'll do it. I know he's not gonna do it, so I'm safe.
I'm not relaxing my fucking hair. Fuck that.
Exactly. So I'm safe.
I really like it. It's
Yeah.
growing.
Same.
I
like
think
it
you
a
need to keep it going, bro. You need to keep it going.
lot. I like what he's done with the beard as well. Like, I think that's pretty nice as well.
I think it creates a kind of like a
What beard?
Hispanic kind of look to him.
You want to
It
speak
does.
about-
It makes
Yeah, I am.
him look Latina. That
Latina?
mustache.
You mean Latino? It's
Only
Latino.
when I throw on the dress. Only
Latina
when I-
is female and Latino is male.
Are you still listening to Latina?
Ah,
Like,
you
she
look
got-
like a Latina. What do you mean I'm
A
a dude?
Latina.
No, it's
It's not
Latino
Latino.
for male.
Oh, sorry. So you're a Latino.
Yeah, he's a Latino. I learned Spanish, okay? Don't. Now I can flex about what I've learned.
You saying I look Mexican? Is that what we're gathering?
No,
here?
you
I
look
Mexican.
Latin.
You look like a hard worker.
I look Latin.
You just look Latino, man.
I'll vibe with that.
You look like El Jefe.
You've just got the right goatee and mustache for it to
You
work.
look like you keep that 38 on you.
The only thing you need to lose, is your visa.
Keep that 38.
Oh, I'm so getting cancelled for this. Yeah, I love how I was done. Like, let's not talk about like 50 minutes of topics that could get us cancelled. Also, me gets us cancelled.
Hey, listen, just tell them you're Latino as soon as they ask.
I mean, I speak Spanish.
You're brown enough.
Look like
Yes,
I'm doing
well,
gardening
yes,
at some
Spanish
like
is
fucking posh
muy-
white man's house.
I fucked it up. That was my one shot of redemption. It's gone. Because I couldn't say mi español es muy.
I'm also grateful that
You're
Bien.
not Latino, you can barely speak.
Brandon, are you doing anything about that modeling then?
Oh yeah,
what happened to
Oh, how did that go?
I'm just waiting for I guess my agent, Nathan, to get back to me.
Yo, are they looking
Yeah,
for
because-
plus-size models?
Yeah, because you know what? If you do this modeling for a bit, I might join you. You know,
Are
Might
they looking
join
for
you.
bald models as well?
If they're looking for any you know, rough around the edges kind of guys, you know, I'm the guy.
Yo, Brandon,
Men with kids, you know, sort of men.
Brandon, do they want you as an OBJ or an FBX?
Oh, but yeah, we should probably like wrap up the episode now.
No worries.
Any closing remarks, boys?
Good
Next
luck
week,
with his career, I guess.
yeah.
Mother at home, guys. She probably misses you, and
She doesn't.
she will appreciate the call.
Right, call who?
She doesn't.
Call who?
If there's someone you love in your life, make sure you confess to them, because life is short, guys. Who knows?
What, confess my crimes to them? Why would I do that?
Who knows?
You know,
You might get a knockout 12 out of 10 girl. You know, she might be really good at sex. Who knows?
Is
Oh,
that
she could have
your,
a
is that
personality,
how you
man,
rate women, if they're good at or not?
I'm legally obligated to say no.
You misogynistic pig.
what did this conversation turn to, man?
Add that to the council.
Back to the council, yeah. Campa.
Add that to the fucking cancel counter. That's the one.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right, Campa.
Yeah.
Any closing remarks?
Yeah, big connect.
What's up? Dude, I remember ages ago, me and Brennan were gonna like stream the entire thingy, and like have it so that as soon as like the new year started, it started with Carlos Mato. I still want to do that, but I just need like a better time because I'm not allowed on my computer at like fucking midnight.
Oh. You gotta go Betty Pies.
Fuck off. Alright, Asher, any closing remarks?
Donda. 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 But seriously, if you haven't, go listen to Donda. And yeah, yeah, life's a bitch and then you die. So yeah, bye.
Yeah, life is a death is a sister.
Life is a bitch, you don't fight fair.
Death is a sister. Sleep is the present. What's the line? Life is a bitch and death is a sister. Sleep is the present. What an effing family picture.
Ooh.
You know, keep that in mind.
Fuck you talking about?
Yeah, keep that in mind.
It's my own lines of which I definitely wrote.
And trust no one ever.
Not
Yeah, I
even
don't
yourself.
trust you guys at all.
Keep
Not
secrets
even
from
yourself.
Keep secrets from
Yeah.
yourself.
Keep secrets of yourself. Yeah.
Write shit in your
Everyone-
diary and don't let yourself see it.
Everyone's an up, even yourself.
Yeah. When you're writing your diary, make sure you close your eyes so you can't remember what you wrote.
Just know that if you open up Google for memory loss and all the links are purple, it's too late for you, bro.
Dude, it's still worse if you go to the second page. You gotta be really desperate to go to the second page.
Yep, same. I haven't been to the second page in at least 12 years.
Honestly, same. I don't think I've been to the second page in a while. But yeah, I guess that's the end.
Alright? What?
Yeah. What else?
Do you guys want to play Valorant after this?
No.
It's a random thing to ask.
Wow. I wanted to talk to my friends.
Fuck off.
I
We're not
wanted
your
to
friends.
talk. I wanted to talk after.
You have time to play games, Camp Out.
Yeah.
I usually don't.
Oh,
Are both your parents dead? What happened?
Are you Bruce Wayne?
No, I just realized I've always had time. I just misuse it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, see you
I-
guys.
What, are we're ending the call?
No, we're ending the fucking podcast.
Oh fucking hell! I thought I was getting upset. Then I was quite enjoying the company.
Don't worry. That's how everybody else is gonna feel now. 'Cause they're like, oh, the podcast is ending.
I
And it
just
didn't even
realized-
end it on a proper